Welcome to the Stronger Leader podcast, home of the hashtag Stronger movement, where we explore the fascinating tapestry of human experience. I'm your host, Tony Cardello. Each episode, we'll sit down with a remarkable guest to dive into their unique journeys, from successful business leaders to individuals who have faced the darkest of times and emerged stronger, even from some of the inspiring youth of this emerging generation. We'll also cover essential topics on marriage, leadership, as well as spiritual, physical, and mental health, all in hopes to provide you with the tools and motivation to navigate your own life's challenges. Whether you're here to learn, grow, or simply be inspired, there's something for everyone. So get comfy, settle in, and join us as we embark upon this journey together. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button as well. Turn on the notifications so you'll know whenever we drop new content. All right, let's get started. Get it. Welcome to another episode of the Stronger Leader podcast with your host, Tony Cardello. And the crowd goes wild. I'm here with my new sister in Christ, good friend of mine, Yoey Ramirez from Florida, right?
Miami,
Great
Florida.
Sunshine state of Florida. Originally hailing from Cuba.
Woo.
Man, I am so excited about this. I forgot to tell you before we were talking here what the very first video I saw of you was. I was dead. I lost
The
it.
Jessica one, the Jackie one.
Yeah. Jack, why you not fucking? 'Cause I was going out. So I was like, yes. That's it. People don't get it. They don't understand. So
They don't. They're like, "Why are you so angry?" I'm like, "I'm passionate.
yeah.
It's not angry. I'm passionate about this."
Yeah, I'm full-blooded Sicilian, and we're culturally we're very, very similar, right? Tight families, very passionate, speak loud. Like it's either you don't talk or you talk loud. Like no in between, right? And so yeah, I'm after that, obviously it drew me into your content. I start going through some of your shorts and your videos and stuff, and it's obvious that we're aligned in our quest for Jesus Christ, and so. That's what brings us here. That's what unites us is that Christ-centered piece of what we have. But I know that our stories are unique, and so there are probably going to be a lot of similarities in our stories, I'm sure. But yours is very unique to yourself, and so that's what I want to hear. But first, just respectfully, I want you to introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from, where you grew up. Just tell us a little bit about who you are, the person.
So I'm Yoey, better known as Zoe Tatted, because of my tattoos.
Let's go.
I was born in Cuba. I was raised in Miami my whole life. I've never left ever, so I'm a super Miami girl.
Hey.
I'm 36. I have 2 kids. I love tattoos. I have a cute little dog named Cash, trying to manifest some cash in my life.
Let's go.
And I paint. I call myself a multi-dimensional woman.
I love that.
Because I wear many hats.
What kind of painting?
I can do like psychedelic.
Oh, wow, cool.
I can do cartoons. Abstract. I'm all over the place with the art.
Love it.
It's like if I think it, I create it, it just comes on the canvas.
That's cool. And you said you're a tattoo artist too, you said?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm a tattoo model.
Got it. Okay. All right, cool.
Oh, my dog is falling off the couch.
What's your dog's name? Cash, you said?
Cash.
Cash Money. What's up, Cash?
Yeah, that's why everybody's like, Cash Money.
Cash Money. Let's go. Okay, so all right, originally from Cuba. When did you guys move to the States?
I came when I was 6.
Okay.
And I've never left. I came on a plane with a visa. That's very important. I mean, I give it out to the people that came on last because it's a lot to risk their life.
Yeah.
But I'm very proud
Yeah.
that I didn't have to do it.
You did it right.
Yes, I was wanted on here.
So other than the an obvious answer, what moved your family here? Was there any one incident, or just chasing the American dream, looking to have a better life, or was there something that caused the move?
Well, it was just me and my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had my dad in my life present. So
ever met your dad?
No.
Okay.
So that definitely influenced a lot of at
Sure.
darkness.
Yep.
Um, but my grandfather lived here in the States, and he just wanted us to come over. And my mom wanted a better life for us. So she just decided to get up and, yeah, take the opportunity. And she always tells me, like, it was the best decision of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Because staying over there was not it.
Right. Right. Your mother's still living now, right? You said? Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
then
got a young mom too, having when she was 17.
oh, got it. Okay. Very
Yeah.
cool. So she's your homegirl now, right? You guys are close, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
That's the bestie.
Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, so tell me, so tell me, you start some darkness. What, tell me, take me through your path of growing up. You didn't just come
Um,
here at 6 o'clock, 6 years old, and start getting after it. So that it took a while. What?
yeah. I got my first tattoo when I was
Yeah,
6.
yeah,
No.
right. Hardcore.
I did want a tattoo when I was 8, and my mom's like, okay, come with me so I can get mine.
Yeah,
So she got hers, and when I saw her, I was like, it's okay. I'll
yeah,
stick to the temporary ones. But I knew I always wanted one, you know? I was
yeah.
like, I want it. I want it.
I love
And I
tattoos.
finally did it when I turned 18.
There you go. Okay.
But I mean, growing up with a single mom, we were like, I can't even say middle class because we were like surviving right above, right under middle class.
Right.
So it was like a struggle, you know. My mom worked a lot, so I was always home alone, really like independent, looked after myself always. I would even cook for my mom if she didn't know how to.
Yeah.
So I was alone for most of my childhood. And I understand she was working, but you know, it kind of sucks.
Yeah. Sure.
Um, so like around age 7, I had like molestation thing happen with my babysitter's husband. And I actually never told my mom because I was so scared.
Sure.
You know, the things that they tell you, like if you tell your mom, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna
Yeah.
kill her.
Yeah.
And I think to this day I never told her, which is crazy.
Your mom
I'm
doesn't
like,
know?
I forget, you know, so you sometimes life just so many things happen back to back to back that you're just like, oh, forget this. Now I gotta remember this. Now I gotta. It's like you forget. You just throw things in the back burner.
Yeah.
So now I reminded myself that I need to tell her this.
Okay. Well, you probably should tell her before I release this podcast, right?
Nah, of course she's gonna be smashed. Cool. She's cool. My mom is my best friend. She
Yeah.
understands.
Yeah. I got it.
You know, so I feel like at that point there was already so much darkness. You know, like the whole spirit. There's something dark in you because it was made with malice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that follows you. And
Sure.
you're already now like a vessel for predators that see that. And I always think that people that have been molested or raped or have sexual trauma, it's like almost like you have a little demon inside of you that now needs to get fed constantly.
Yeah.
You know, especially with sexual abuse. So you become sensitive to that. You become almost like numb, thinking that that's normal.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Or
So
you subconsciously try to normalize it.
yeah, because that's what you grew up with. You know, you
Mm-hmm.
thought it was normal.
How long did that
And
go on for? Was it a one-time incident, or was it ongoing?
it was an ongoing thing. I was really young, so a lot of times, like I'll be like, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I had a stepsister at the time, and he was molesting both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And she did speak up, and he got locked up,
Mm-hmm.
but I just didn't have the balls to do it.
Got it. Okay.
I was terrified because we
Yeah.
lived across from them. So I was like,
what? Not that it really matters, but just for context, what nationality was he?
I have no idea.
Okay, I didn't know if he was Hispanic or like part of the
I
family.
think
You know what I mean?
Cuban because we were in Hialeah.
Okay, got it.
So you fast forward a little bit, and I got raped when I was like 15 by 3 guys that were my friends.
Mm,
You know, I always thought that I deserved it because I snuck out of the house and I went to like a party, which I wasn't supposed to be doing, you know? And I was like, okay, I got what I got. I never told my mom about it. So recently I told her
mm-hmm.
because in her mind, she thought I went out and did the worst, you know?
Yeah.
Not knowing that I actually got raped. And I found the condom inside of me 3 days later.
Mm,
So
Yeah.
it's like I said, it just follows you. It's like it's almost like they see you and they know that you uh, uh, like I
Yeah.
don't know how to explain it. Like you attract that almost.
Yeah, well, once you take that on, if it's not, I think in the world of a spiritual warfare, I think that you're kind of marked, by the
Mm-hmm.
by the demon at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know it, but the demons do. They're like, here, this
This is
one's free game, right?
yeah.
And
It's
that's
easy for that. Like you
yeah.
can do it. Yeah.
Hmm.
And
So drugs.
I I was rolling. I was doing my first drug was like ecstasy.
Hmm.
And it was around that time. I was like 15, 16. I didn't smoke weed till I was 18. But it wasn't until later on when I really like became single, almost like so I was me, free to do whatever I wanted. I can really go out, I can really do all the drugs and pour out and do the worst.
Hmm.
That it really like I really let the darkness in and I became a stripper.
Got it.
I've been homeless multiple times from just struggling, and taking poor choices.
Yeah.
And obviously with the stripping, a lot of drugs came.
Sure.
Cocaine, ecstasy. I've done DMT, but DMT, I don't really consider it a drug. It's more of a spiritual
Girl, don't even
thing.
get me on that. I've done DMT before, dimethyltryptamine. Now that is whoa.
I did ayahuasca.
Have you really? Yeah, I've seen some of that stuff too. Man, that DMT stuff. It was definitely of every, and I've done a lot of drugs. Of everything
Mhm.
I've ever done, that was by and large the like. I don't want to glorify it, but the coolest the coolest thing I
Because
ever
it's a
experienced.
molecule that you get when you're born and you die.
When you
It's
die,
like
yeah.
it's a split thing, and
Hmm.
it's
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 crazy.
just something you can't even explain.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. That's I've tried
man,
before.
DMT and ayahuasca is almost there's DMT in ayahuasca,
Uh,
but the DMT is so fast and so many things are happening, and you're just like,
yeah.
I'm trying to really capture it all and know it, and so I can tell it to my friend, and I'm like, oh, I already fucking forgot. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, I saw a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff, and I don't know now. You know what I'm talking about? It's like
It
what?
was all I kept telling people was like it was so cool. It was so cool. That was all I could say. It's so cool. It's like,
There's a lot going on.
yeah.
Ayahuasca is on a different level because it shows you visions of you.
Yeah, that's what
It's
I
almost
hear.
like replaying a movie of yourself.
It's with these a lot of these PTSD survivors, war
Mhm.
war and stuff like that. I've been seeing some documentaries on that stuff too.
It's very healing.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear.
It's very, very healing.
I'm against it personally for myself because I'm such a substance addict that I can't make any margin for it in my life because I'm so afraid of any of the footholds. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, it's not even like that accessible. You
yeah, I
would
know,
have to
right?
go to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Peru and
yeah,
go with a
right, yeah,
shaman.
yeah, right,
Like, try
yeah,
to get those things first.
yeah, 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 right, exactly. So,
Well, thank
uh,
God it is because it becomes something like you're like, I want to do it again.
yeah, right. I
Because
bet.
it's that euphoric feeling of just the gratitude that comes out of it.
Yeah.
You just become so open with yourself, with nature. You become so vulnerable.
So
It's really humbling.
did that play any part of your healing? Did you, or was this something you did before?
It did. I did that. I did ayahuasca in April.
Okay. All right. So it's been part of your healing journey then.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Awesome. Okay, so let's back up. You were stripping in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Any sort of and I don't, people are like, well, that's prostitution. I don't mean like, did you have sex with somebody and then they get you high? I'm talking about did you ever do any full-blown prostitution?
Never.
No. Okay.
Not where I had to be high.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Yeah.
I did one time sleep with somebody for money,
Yeah.
and that was my first time doing it. And I was like, oh my God, what did I just do? Like,
Yeah. Wasn't
the
wasn't
guy even asked my friend what's wrong with her. And she's like, she's new at this. She's never done this. He's like, I could tell. And I said, I'm never doing that again. Like, actually sleeping with somebody,
It's just a boundary.
you know,
Yeah.
it's one, I cannot take it.
Yeah.
I
Right.
have like, I can't do that. I just can't.
So what about drugs? What all? So ecstasy, you done the DMT,
Cocaine,
cocaine.
ketamine.
Okay, all right, yeah,
Yeah,
we've been
like
in the same party circles. It's funny. At one point when we were dealing drugs, all the biggest source of our ecstasy was coming up through Miami. So it was that's where we were getting.
I used to snort Molly crushed.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
like, that's
yeah.
some real basic shit.
Ever bang anything? You ever?
What's bang like? Just
Yeah,
no.
needle. Yep.
I'm too much of a pussy to actually inject
Listen,
myself.
for some reason, man, me too. I don't know. I've always considered that like that was when you become a real drug addict is what I. Meanwhile,
Yeah, it's like
hey,
you're
meanwhile,
hurting
I'm smoking
yourself.
meth out of some pipe or out of a light bulb from some bathroom in a gas station, but I'm not a full blown drug addict because I'm not shooting the stuff up.
Yeah, because you know better.
Oh my God, I've seen people. They like eyes roll
Where
back in
they
their
have
head.
no thoughts.
Yes.
I've seen somebody like inject their dick. I'm like,
Ah, so bad.
because all their veins are blown out.
So bad, man. Yeah, it's
I
terrible.
feel I feel so when I think about that, I cry because it's like there's still a human in there, and they're
Yeah,
just so caught up in that disease
lost.
that
Yeah,
it's not
lost.
even them at that point.
Right, right.
It's really not.
So, is your mom a Christian? Is your mom a believer?
Funny enough,
You're working on that, aren't you?
I am working on
I
her.
love
And
that.
it's crazy because like I wasn't raised a Christian. I wasn't even raised with a cross,
So that's
like
what I
never
wanted to
read the
ask.
Bible.
That's what I wanted to ask. So where, at what point, okay, so there was no installment of it at an early age. Am I right? Is a popular, a predominant religion in Cuba, Catholic?
Santeria.
Catholic, right?
No, I don't know. I
No.
think it's like voodoo. That's
Oh,
what
yeah, yeah.
Santeria, which is the saints.
Oh gosh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Okay, all right. Yeah, because I was locked up with some Cuban guys. So, okay. Well, all right. So, no installment of Jesus in your early life. So, how did this come about? Tell me about your spiritual encounter, I guess, for lack of better terms. Who introduced you?
I
What?
introduced myself. I was ready to look for him.
Okay. What was the turning
You
point?
know? Um, I just started. I got baptized last Sunday
Good for
for the first
you.
time in my life
God bless
because
you.
obviously if
Yep.
my mom doesn't believe, she's not gonna baptize me.
All right.
Um,
Just last Sunday.
yeah.
Love it. That's so awesome. God bless you. That's great.
Thank you so much.
Good for you.
I stopped dancing January, like mid-January, and that's when I really gave my life to him.
Hold on. This January or
This January.
Gosh, I love you. This is great. This is great. Okay.
I was at the club losing my shit. I'm like, there's no money here. Like, what the hell? I gotta stop doing this. I'm like, I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids. My bills themselves are $5,000, which is cheap for other people.
Right.
Other people are so expensive. So I was like, these are the basic needs. I don't get child support because I don't believe in that. I just want my kids to be good when they're with them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me handle my business. But then I got to the point where I'm not seeing my kids because I'm working a full week and I'm not making enough, So it's like I'm working half a month. I'll be with them for a week and then I'm back to working.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, really taking a lot from me already at that point. Because I would go home and cry and I'm like, I miss my kids. And like I said, I have to take it. Even going to the club, I would be like, okay, I need a shot before I talk to anybody.
Yeah, right.
Because I can't. I'm scared of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're looking at me like, who's this crazy bitch like, with the tattoos? And I'm like, I'm nice, I swear. I swear I'm the nicest girl in here and the funniest. So we get a couple shots going, and then obviously I'm like, I can't be belligerently drunk, so I need some cocaine.
Right. Yep.
And then I need an Adderall so I can stay up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the combo.
I know it.
And I just like I would every day I would go home and cry, and I'm like, I'm not making enough money. Like I'm just working. I got this apartment. I was homeless for 7 months before, so I'm like, I just got this apartment, and I'm never in it because I'm literally working. to pay it, to not be in it. I got tired of being tired. I
Yeah.
got tired of trying to make it my way and just not seeing outcomes. I knew that I was meant for more, because I have a lot of talent. My mind is off the charts. So to be in a strip club filled with bimbos, I'm like, I hate everybody in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's hard to fake it, to play stupid, because
Mm-hmm.
that's what you have to play, stupid.
Yeah. Right.
And I remember one day being there and I had only made $35 after paying out everybody. And I was like, this can't be. Like, Christmas is coming up. I can't keep doing this. And I went to the back and I asked one of the strippers and I was like, you believe in God?
Mm.
And she's like, yeah. I'm like, can you please pray for me? I need you to pray for me because I don't know what's going on with me. And she prayed for me and I cried and it took so much. And it's just crazy because I never spoke to God. I never was close to him. I never knew him. I never knew the Bible. I never knew his story. Like, I knew what it's popular that people
Yeah.
say.
Right. Right. Right.
So when people would ask me, do you believe in God? And I said, look, I believe that there is a higher power for sure. But I can't say I do because I don't have a relationship personal with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't be like, oh yeah, I know God. He did this and that based off of somebody else says. I want to have my own story with him. I want to
Yeah.
tell you why I know him, not why everybody thinks that we know him.
Yeah.
So I would just really talk to him and say, God, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know. And I've been down to church because I've never been to church. And it's been calling me and calling me. And I remember I said I was going to go to church. I was at work Saturday and I said, tomorrow I'm going to go to church. I got home at 8 in the morning from work and I was like, I can't go to church. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to fall asleep there like,
Yeah.
no. So I was so upset and disappointed with myself because I'm like, I feel like a failure. I feel like I can't even do this. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I'm failing him and he's judging me.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized I'm like, he knows where my heart is and it wants to be there. But realistically, I can't be there. It's just not going to work out. So I went to work that whole following week and the show, the series, The Chosen.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I just started watching the series in December.
Mm.
And that series, I was binged till 5 a.m. I'm like, I have to watch one more.
I know.
One more. I'm like, oh my God, like I am, since I never knew God, and now I think I'm looking at real Jesus because
Yeah.
he looks like the real Jesus.
For
And I'm
sure.
like, so now I'm understanding his story,
Yeah.
that's kind of like what's in the Bible.
100%.
And I'm understanding it and I'm just so like locked in and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm having all of these feelings and I'm still going to work.
Yeah.
And then I come back and I'm like, and then there was a part where it said something about like, he said, follow me. And to follow me, you do need to have some sacrifices.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, it was a Friday. And I was like, I hear you. So what you're saying is, if I really want to follow you and show up to church on Sunday, I need to sacrifice something. I won't go to work on Saturday so that I can make it Sunday. Because last time that was my excuse.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. I was staying at my sister's house because she lived near to my job. On top of that, my job is an hour away from my house.
Right.
So there's no way I'm coming back and forth.
Right.
So I would stay over there. So that means less time with the kids because I don't see them. So I'm watching this and I heard the message and I was like, okay. So Saturday night, I'm driving down home. It's a long road where it's 57-minute drive. Highway, there's no gas station, no nothing. And I'm just driving like on my street. And I was like, my PSI and the back tire says 27 and it's supposed to be a 35. So now I'm like, okay, what's going on? Is it like a flat? Is the air leaving the car? So as I'm watching it, I see the PSI go down every 2 miles. And I was like, oh my God, Mind you, I have a Jeep, so that's a big tire.
Yeah.
That if it goes flat,
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm like, is my car gonna flip?
Right.
I don't want to be stuck out here. I don't have a man. I don't got a dad. I don't got nobody to come through for me. I'm in the middle of freaking nowhere, like at night, no gas station. I was really like, okay, prayer, full mode right now.
Yeah.
I say, God, I am begging you to please get me safe to my house. Don't worry how I'm gonna make it to church. I will Uber there. Just get me home. Just get me home, please. Please, I've never begged you. I say, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. And I was just like, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah.
Literally,
Literally.
because I need it. I need it. So I made it home, and there's a gas station right, literally in the corner of my house. So I got to a gas station and said, let me look at the tire. What's going on? It had like the air was coming out. My PSI was already at 16.
No. Yeah.
I was
Done.
like, thank you, God, for helping me to make it here.
Yeah.
Like, you're the best. That's why I was like, my prayers literally were answered.
Yeah.
And I'm there trying to take the nail out because I had a nail and put, a ponche.
Yeah. A patch. Yeah.
I was like, I'll get to the gas station. I know how to do this.
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm set. Of course, you're a car man.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's stupid. So I was like, okay, I know how to do this. Let me handle this. Man, I'm trying to take this nail out and it's not budging. Like the air is coming out more. At this point, there's no air in the tire. I'm 30 minutes there, like, oh, good. So some guy comes over and he's like, do you need help? And I'm like, please, please. He sees it. He's trying to take it. He can't take it out either. Another guy comes. Do you need help? He's like, yeah, give me some pliers. I can pull this thing out. It was 3 guys.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to help me. It wasn't a nail. It was like a thing like this from a drill bit.
Oh, drill bit. Oh my gosh. Okay.
A flathead one. I was like, they're like, girl, how'd you get that? I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But thank God. They patched up my hole. I put air in the tire.
You're good.
Good to go.
Yeah.
Great. I was like, not only did he get me home, but he sent me 3 angels.
Amen.
To help me.
Let's go.
So in that moment, I was like, there is no coincidence. You know what I mean?
No.
Because it's literally 11 o'clock at night. And nobody's supposed to be out.
Right. Yeah.
So I said, okay, thank you, God. I was so happy. I was like, whew. The next morning, I get up, I go to church. It's like a couple miles from me. It's in the route. I'm in Kendall. It's a while. It's like maybe 30 minutes. So I get there. The car was perfectly working. I did the church. I went home. Monday comes and I'm like, I need to go work. I need to go work. Because at least with strippers, you can go in whenever you want.
Yeah.
That's the good thing.
Yeah.
But you got to pay every time you go. That's the bad
show up
thing.
and work and pay your tip out.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I need to go. I need to make money. That's where my mind is like, I need to go to work. Right after I just went to church the day before, as I'm driving down the road, I didn't even, maybe half a mile, not even. That's too much. The PSI is at 27 again. I was like, I hear you. I turned that car around and I was like, I hear you, God. And I never been back to work.
I love that. Let's go.
And I was like, I hear you. The sign is so clear. Like, if I ignore it, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yes. Yes.
Because I wouldn't, he's like, I'm not going to even let you make it. I'm not going to let you make it.
This is great. I'm so proud of you. I'm happy for you. Yeah, this is awesome.
I went to church the next Sunday, and then I went by myself. Literally, this was like the 5th time I went to church and I got baptized.
Good. Yes.
Because I see him. I see the stuff he's doing for me.
Mm-hmm. Undeniable.
And it's very undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many little testimonies where he shows up and I'm just like, I become so emotional because I'm a very empath person too. And I'm just like, I'm so grateful for your protection, the blanket you put over me.
And listen,
for opening my eyes.
And the best part is now that you're a baby Christian and you're getting into this thing, you're going to start, the further you go and you really, really start having this relationship with him and understand him on the deepest level, you're going to actually start looking way back in your life, and you're going to start seeing his fingerprints all over your life, like from an early age, and be like, oh my gosh, he was there. He was there. He was there. You know what I mean? And
Oh
then, and it
yeah.
just makes you fall
I
deeper
look
in
back
love.
and I'm like, wow, you really had me even when I didn't have you.
Yeah.
Because it could have been way worse. All the shit I went through, it could have been way worse.
No question. No question. You know,
And
and there,
at the end of the day, it needed to happen for lessons to happen. I
no,
feel.
listen, your, I heard somebody the other day say it was great. You know, the word test is in testimony, right? And that's the truth, right? Your tests are your testimony. And so having, you know, God saved you. You know, Jesus saved you. He saved you. He saved you for a reason. You're right. You've identified, like, there's more to this life. I've got a bigger purpose here. I know that I do. And then now you start piecing together all that you went through, and you're like, okay, well, so all the struggles that I went through, because listen, Yoey, I've had so many people tell me when I share my story and all the stuff that I've been through, they're like, God, man, you're lucky you're alive. I'm like, yeah, I know. It wasn't because I was trying to be. You know, you would have think I'd have had a death wish, but the dumb shit I was doing. So, you know, and I look back, I'm like, okay, so now, but look at all the people that have done the things that I did and did not make it out alive and did die and did, you know, and so I stop and I'm like, God, why me? Why'd you pick me so if you did pick me and I'm chosen to be alive and to be here, it's not without cause. And so I've stepped into that purpose now more than ever, and I feel it and I see it more than ever. And the more I push into it, the more it even I realize it, right? Because obviously being a drug dealer, you're money, right? You chase the money, you chase the dope, chase the power, the authority, the power, and all that. And so I still am very much addicted to that fulfillment of influence, right? And so now I've taken this influence to the social media stuff, and now my influence, I know, is being used to glorify him. But I get to use those old stories that I thought my influence was coming from
to make it
to validate it.
That's what I'm about to say. We needed to go through that because if we wouldn't have had this conviction, nobody would have believed us.
So I had a guy on last night, Max Dutton with Dutton Mindset. You may have seen some of his stuff. Go back and look. But anyway, he said it perfectly. He's like, bro, if you ain't ever been in a fight, don't try to teach me how to fight.
Literally.
Right? Yeah, don't you ain't teaching me nothing from a textbook. You know, it's hard sometimes to even talk to therapists and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Shit. Yeah, that's coming from a textbook, bro. My life ain't.
You have a script. Yeah. You're reading off a script, and you're doing this to pay. You don't really care about me.
100%. So, yeah. So that's great. I didn't realize you were so fresh into this, and I want to encourage you big time that you need to know this. If you don't know this already, the devil had you in his claw
layer. I was like dancing with him every day.
And you're a beautiful girl. You've got these tattoos, so you're exotic looking. You were a frontline infantry soldier for him, right?
Yeah, and now, I would dress provocative, showing the moles, wearing the leaves. Yeah. But it's so crazy because I am a very shy person.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's the me. I was like, I like dressing like this. But I just felt like if I wasn't seen, that my value wasn't met. It was crazy. Like,
well, so now what's going to happen is this influence that you have in this other way is going to start taking hold, and he's going to be pissed off at you.
Oh, he's really mad right now.
Yeah, and so the attacks are going to come, and they're going to be relentless, and they're going to come in waves. And he may leave you alone right now because you're on fire for Jesus, and he knows you're probably going to be a little bit hard to reach. But you know, rent's going to be due, shit's going to get tight, your life's going to get tight financially, you know, whatever. Yeah. And he's going to put things in your life. This is how it's going to look. He's going to put things in your life that are difficult that you have a very easy way out. You have a very easy.
Because the devil knows what you want.
Correct.
And he's willing to give it to you.
Yes.
But he will feed your soul.
So you need to know right now, more than ever, press into hard shit. Anything that's hard in life is probably the right way.
Yeah, that's why I said when it's uncomfortable, that's where the breakthrough is.
No question. No question. So that's great.
I'm like shaking. I'm not cold. I'm just, sometimes you're like, your nerves are like,
yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Well,
fun. It's exciting nerves though. It's like when you're talking truth.
yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. You got a great outlook on it because, I think that a lot of people, and that's why I was wanting to know what the moment was. So a lot of people will have these near-death experiences, or almost die of an overdose, or just have something extremely traumatic that gets them to want to
change their life.
Yeah, and so you didn't. You kind of came to this conclusion on your own, which is so powerful, right? You kind of did it consciously. Which is powerful. That means that your mind is in good shape. You're thinking.
That's what I say. I say, right now in the situation I'm in, it might be hard, and it might feel like I'm weak. But the one thing I'm so grateful for is my mind, because you can have a weak environment, but if you have a weak mind with your weak environment, you're done.
Yeah, you're done. That's right.
You're gonna fail.
That's right.
So your mind is the biggest weapon. You can literally, like, the world could be crumbling around you, but if you're like, this is fine, everything's fine, Jesus got me, then none of that matters.
Gosh, I try to, I'm, some of these things I say, I listen to myself speak. So I minister to myself, right? Seasons of life as we know them, years, months, days, weeks, whatever, are, they're just a vapor in time. When you start looking at eternity, like, we're literally going to blink our eyes one day and we're going to be in heaven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and this is all going to be behind us. And that eternal life that never ends is, we can't even wrap our minds around eternity. You know what I mean? I feel like I've been in this car business for eternity. It's only been 28 years, right? Eternity is like billions and gajillions, and there's not even numbers for it, right? And so to think about, like, I can, I'm pretty tough, right? I can sit in my shit I could take it. I have a high pain threshold for pain, mental pain, anguish, whatever, right? I can last through some shit. And, but I'm not built to last through pain for eternity. That's why I don't want to go to hell. I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I couldn't even think of that.
It's so crazy that before, I never thought about heaven. Ever. I never said, oh, I'm going to be, that thought never crossed my mind. Like, I'm going to make it into heaven when I die. That was never a thing. I always said, I'm going to hell. I'm fucking going straight to hell.
Right.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Because I knew.
Well, your ticket was booked. Your plane ticket was booked.
Oh, I was like,
cooked. You were cooked.
I'm there already, and I'm loving it. Like, that was my mind. I'm like, there was a point in my life where I was so wrapped up in the shit that I really met my demon. I met her, and I was like, okay, let's play. Like, I was okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would really, like, encant her almost, like when I was on shrooms, because you're a vessel. Yeah. You're a spiritual vessel. And that's when I would speak her the most, because I was like, I could see the demons in other people almost. Like, their faces would just be a little distorted, and they're normal, but what I'm seeing, I'm like, there's something evil inside of you, or you've been, something was done wrong to you. Mm-hmm. And it created something ugly in there that I could see it. It was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So what are you doing now? What's have you got a job? You going to work? What's going on now?
So this is like, I'm going into basically this is my second month of not working almost. I'm looking for work. Honestly, I've tried a lot of things. I'm just pushing. Like, I don't have a job yet, but every day I get up and I try to do something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I signed up for network marketing, which I used to do back then, 2019, and it worked out for me. So I said, okay, this is a moment. I can do it from my phone. I can do it from my laptop. It's something that I already know how to do. It's fun. I'm passionate about it because it's vegan hair products, and it worked for me. again, it's like God worked for me, so
Yep.
I'm going to preach God.
Amen.
These hair products work for me, so I'm going to preach it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to sound crazy, but it's because I believe in it
Yeah.
so bad.
That's good. Yeah.
And I'm just looking for a lot of opportunities. Like, I do film and stuff like that too. So I'll be like an extra in a movie or music video, which I have that tomorrow.
There you go.
But I'm just honestly trying to stay productive, and even if it's just like applying and asking and just staying focused. Even sometimes I'm like, I know I'm not doing, or at least it doesn't look like I'm doing much, but I'm doing a lot of internal work.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
good. Yeah.
like I joined the little community of the church girls, so I do that every Thursday. I I listen to nothing but gospel Christian music.
Good for you. That's it.
It's
You
the
got it.
only thing. Even on my house, I have. It's called Caleb here. It's like a gospel thing.
I know what K-Love is. In fact,
Caleb.
my testimony played in the lobby of the K-Love office for about 2 years straight on repeat.
That,
Yeah, I filmed it on a K-Love cruise. You ever hear the K-Love cruise they talk about?
Yes.
I went on a K-Love. We've been on like I think 2 or 3 of them, my wife and and I filmed it on the K-Love cruise, and they played it in their corporate office for several years.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it was cool. So I know I'm all about. I love
Because it's a big testimony.
it is. Yeah, no doubt.
I started their 30-day challenge in January, and that's before I even went to the church. So I was like, when I'm hearing the messages, I just start crying, and I'm like, okay, I hear you, you're talking to me. So it helped that much more to follow that.
Yeah.
You know,
I love it.
It's so crazy because you realize how influential. Well, I already knew music is very influential. It's very dark. They're all magicians, and they're putting spells on us every day with what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if
words.
you want to put a spell on me, put the God spell on me.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I want to hear the Holy Spirit talk to me, not whatever else I got.
I know that's right. So
once you because it tricks your mind too. You're like, okay, I'm just thinking about God. I don't want to let go of God. I don't even want to hear, like, if you go on my Amazon Prime right now, people are like, oh, let's watch a movie. I was like, okay. And they're looking at all my thing, and it's like, spiritual Jesus, the Passion of the Christ, the Chosen of the House of David. I'm like, I'm sorry. That's all I got right now.
That's great. Like, you got to.
Because I want to know it all. I want to see. I saw, if you can, I can only imagine.
Mm-hmm. That story.
At first, I was like, "This movie's boring. When does God come in?
Yeah, right.
When does His miracle happen?" And then when I seen the dad, I was like, "Oh my God! Oh my God!"
You know what?
The Shack.
I'm
Have you seen The Shack?
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that one. Yes, I was going to say I'm so jealous because you're new to all this, so you're getting to watch all this stuff I've been watching for years. And one thing about me, I don't know what it is. I'm just not very good at watching a movie twice. Like after I've already seen it, I already know. I'm on to the next, right? There's very few movies, and but there's so many good movies out there, good Christian music or good music too, but movies that are just good, man. They make you feel good. They make
you think. They make you feel. It's like the questions that you ask yourself as a human about God.
Let me tell you something. So first of all, I'm 5'11", 200, 210. I'm pretty buff, get big shoulders. I've tatted up. I'm a bro, okay? But I am the biggest baby you'll ever be in your life.
You're an empath.
Oh my gosh, girl. Let me tell you here. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. I took my son today. He's 11, and my wife's out of town with our other daughter. And my oldest daughter, she's on her own. She's 17, so she knows everything.
She's too cool for you.
Yeah, she's too cool for me. Yeah, she said she was going to dinner tonight with her girlfriend. I said, cool. I want to go there too. And she's like, Dad, you're not going. so anyway, so we went to see this movie called The Goat. It's called Goat. It's this. This little goat that is he wants to be a basketball. It's all animated, and this basketball. And listen, I'm watching this movie with him, and at the end, I'm crying because they won the championship, and I'm over here shedding a tear, and I'm looking. Yeah. And I just I was thinking to myself, like, man, I love that I cry. I do. It
Yeah,
makes me
because you
feel
become
good.
connected with the story.
I'm just so I have an appreciation, and I cry on the other side of things too when I see that my heart gets broken. You know what I mean? Even if it's a movie, I just I
Yeah,
because I know movies are they're derived from life experience. It may not be a true story, but it's not a fabricated story. Somebody's heard a story like that.
subliminally, yeah,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
relate
and,
to
and
it.
you can relate to. And I just when I see people going through hurting and loss, and it breaks my heart. You know what I mean? And I always want to be the source of everyone's joy. I always want to be able to lift people up, and I whenever anyone's sad, I just want to like just crawl into their body and make them happy. It's
Like,
just, yeah, and sometimes I want to shake the shit out of people. That's
right.
I seen that the other day. My toxic trait is that I love Jesus and I want to smack people.
With the Bible.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I
My
have a
daughter's
couple.
like that. She's like, Mom, are you gonna cry? You're crying every movie.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
leave me alone. I can't even watch a movie with you because I'm like,
yeah.
and I'm like, you're 7. How are you not crying?
I can see my son out of the corner of my eye sometimes. Doing this. He's looking over at me to see. I'm
To
like,
see,
leave me
are
alone.
you crying?
Yeah.
Like they know. I'm like, stop bullying me.
Oh, that's great. That's good. Okay, so wow, I'm glad I caught you at this phase. This is great. You know what I mean? This is so awesome. I just all that keeps coming to my mind is I'm proud of you and I'm happy for you. And I hope that this can be a friendship that if you ever need anything,
Absolutely.
you ever need a guy in your corner that give you some good advice as you're going to get out into the dating world. And that's a whole nother thing, right? You're going to have to.
I've been out of it since 2022. I think I am very past that right now. I'm so focused on me,
Well, but my
you
point,
know?
at some point, you are, and you're gonna come into that, and that's a whole nother thing, man. You gotta put a, I was talking to somebody the other day about this. You have to put such a standard in place,
Oh, yeah.
that, first and foremost, you're not a Jesus believer, you're not a Christian, I'm out. I mean,
Yeah.
you could be the nicest guy in the world and have a ton of money and drop dead gorgeous, good looking, all that. And you don't believe in, I'm 100% out. And you got to stand on that. That's a
Yeah.
non-negotiable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's funny because I had a boyfriend for like a month in October,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't like whatever it is. I had to stand on the boundary, and I said whatever because that shows me when you're upset and you say something that shows me your character in the worst moment. So if it's that early on, it wasn't like you didn't even call me a bitch, but it's just what you said. It was so uncalled for. I was like, "You doing that because you want to hurt my feelings?" Okay,
Yeah,
that just shows me. Imagine something bigger happens. What are you gonna do?
that's right.
I don't need that.
Yeah, 100%.
So we tried like rekindling it after after I found God. I was like, I'm not dancing no more. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. So before I used to smoke weed all the time, and he didn't smoke weed, but he was smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes kind of bother me, but hey, whatever. So now it's like he's coming in to hang out with me for the first time, and I'm changed now. And I'm like, can you like ash outside and not in my patio? He's like, oh my God, like I can't, you didn't care before. I said, yeah, that was before. This is now.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, but this is what I like now. And
Yeah,
I don't like that.
that's great.
Oh, but I didn't say nothing when you were smoking weed. I said, but you should have.
Mm-hmm.
I never told you to shut up.
Yeah.
I said, if you want to smoke weed, I don't mind what you do, but respect my space, my boundaries, you know?
Yeah, that's good.
So it's like you could tell people get irritated because now you don't allow stuff. And it's like, it's okay. You don't have to allow me to not allow you. You have a choice too.
That's
Free
right.
will.
That's right. That's right. There's a saying recently I've adopted. I love it. Hey, if I ain't your cup of tea, put it down and drink something else.
Go drink some tequila.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
of course I'm not your cup of tea. I'm tequila.
Yeah.
Okay.
All All right. So what's your plans? What's if you could write out your next few years in a book and say, this is I'm going to manifest this. This is what I'm going to do. What do you think you want to do with your life in the
I
short term?
truly have always, always wanted to help people.
Okay.
Um, I've learned that obviously I can't help them the ways that I would like. I wish I was rich and I could just help people. But what I have is my voice, and that is mine. It's my story. It's my testimony in general. Before God, after God, there's no after God. I'm dead after God.
Yeah.
But it's you speaking and being vulnerable. I really would love to be like a motivational speaker for the youth, for the old, for whatever. Just say my story. And
Yeah.
if it can help somebody else, I'm winning.
Amen.
I'm winning. I truly do want to make a book, like a memoir. I'm like, that's going to be like the Bible. It's so big.
I know. I had to cut a bunch of it out. So when I first started, I'll turn you on to what I did. So I leverage AI a lot and all the Chat GPT, all the AI platforms. I'm obsessed with them. So I found somebody. I had a girl come up to me that is a friend of ours. Me and my wife were eating. She said they call me Tony Mike. That's because there's a lot of Italian Tonys, right? I go by Tony Mike. So she goes, Tony Mike, you have to write your story in a book. It's so, because I've been speaking a lot around here to schools and just, locally, and people know that the people, especially in my Italian community, they all know what I went through and what I've gone through and where I am now. Right. And so she comes, she's like, your story is so great. It's so amazing. You too, Dominique, what you went through to, your guys, blah, you have to write a book. And so when she walked away, I told my wife, I was like, man, if I have another person tell me I need to write a book, I was like, I think I'm going to do it. My biggest problem was I had a problem with, because I've gotten to this point now where I'm so selfless and so humble that I have a hard time telling people, hey, I'm writing a book. Like what? About what? Myself. So it's just
me.
Yeah, me, of course. What else is there, right? So I don't know. I felt like I was narcissistic for a while. And then she's like, it's not about you. It isn't about you. You're helping people. Yeah. And so that really hit home for me. So I went home and I'm like, you know what? The only way I can ever do this, because I'm so busy and I just don't have the attention span to sit down and write. I try to journal and I just can't, because if I do, I'll do it for hours and I just don't have hours to spend doing it, And so I'm just not good. I'm good at writing. I'm just not good with the time management side of writing. And so I was like, I need to get a ghostwriter. I need to be able to just speak my story to somebody and have them write it, right? Well, then I was like, I bet you there's an AI tool out there.
Of course.
Yeah. So I look on Apple, the Apple store, and of course there's Autobiography AI. That's what the name of the app is. So I download this thing. Yes, I'll send it to you. I'll send you the app. So I start, it's, and you get in, you sign in, and it asks you, all right, so start telling us a question about your childhood, whatever. So I start giving a story, and then I'd stop speaking and it would go, okay, Tony, that was really good. Now you mentioned something about this. Why don't you go in a little bit further on that? So I'd go in a little bit further. Oh, that was a very good perspective, Tony. So what did you think about this during that time? And I'm like, holy shit, this is like, and so listen, I dictated 17 hours of talk into this app over an entire weekend. I did it in one weekend. Yeah, I was just, every time I turned around, my wife was like, who are you talking to now? I'm like, I'm on the app. I'm on the app. She's like, oh my gosh, brother. So I did. And then afterwards you get done, and I was like, okay, that felt pretty good about all the stories. So I downloaded it into their little platform and it created a book. Well, I started reading through the book. Number one, the way they did it was in third person format, which I hated. I wanted it to be in first person, right? And so I didn't like that. And then I'm reading through, I'm like, man, it's missing like half the story that I told, right? And so I was like, no, this isn't going to work. And so I called my buddy who had just released his book not too long ago. And I said, hey, tell me a little bit about your book. Tell me about, who you had and who'd you get. And he ended up hiring a company that hires out all of the individual people for the book. So it's like a broker kind of sort of, he goes, why don't you do this? I'll give you the number to the girl that was the editor and the writer. That's how I did most of the work with her. Just call her directly and see if she's willing to do it. So I called her. She happened to be an Italian girl that lives in Canada. So she was Italian Canadian and, but understood our culture, our Italian culture, so that helped. And so I said, here's what I got. And the cool thing is that dictation that I put into the into the app, it actually put it into a file. I had the entire transcript into a file. And so I was able to send her that. And so I sent her the book thing that it created. I said, I want this in first person format, but here's like a general outline. And then here's the transcript so you can see what all it missed. And so she read through it. She's like, okay, here's what we can do. You know, I think she only charged me like $3 or $4 grand or something. And we worked on it over the period of like, from August, we started in August, and I released it on January 16th. But so she would write it. She would take my transcript, write a chapter, and then she would send it to me. And then she'd start working on another chapter, and I'd spend the next week working on that chapter that she sent me. And then I would rewrite, add context, you know, whatever, add stories. And then I'd send it back to her to polish up. And then she would send me the next while she's working on that one. And then we'd put chapter 1 aside. And we just kept going, you know, chapter by chapter, passing them back and forth over several months. And then it dawned on me that January 16th was going to be my decade, my 10-year sobriety day, right? And I was like, how cool would that be to release my book on the 10-year day, right? So I asked her, I was like, hey, you think we can get this thing done by then? She's like, well, let me look what we got left. And then she sent me back. She's like, here's our timeline. If we can do this by this date, so she timelined everything, right? She said, by this date, you're going to need to get a book formatter and hand her the, you know, blah, 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 blah. So we were able to do it. We got it done. It was really cool. But
that's so cool.
Yeah, it was such an awesome process. And I'll tell you, I got what happened. The biggest thing for me that happened was not that I've ever had a real pity party for myself, because I didn't think that I had this like terrible childhood. You know, my parents divorced when I was 5. Obviously, my dad, he's an awesome father. I love him dearly, but I'm a father now, and I have children, and I live in a home, and I understand the importance of a presence of a dad every day, not just on the weekends, right? And so I've never, ever had any resentment towards my parents. They've always told me they love me. They kiss on me. We're affectionate. I never missed any of that, right? So, but, you know, it was what it was. And as I've gone through life and kind of look back, and I don't remember a lot of my childhood because I was high. I started drugs when I was 12. So I don't remember a lot of my childhood, but I was able to sit down and really get into my memory and dig up a lot of old childhood memories that were just so far filed in the back that I'd forgotten about. And it gave me a little bit of like, I felt good about myself, about my life. You know, I was like, man, I didn't have that bad of a life. I just made some really shitty decisions. And so I started really looking at that and piecing together, what was I doing? Like, I was loved. We weren't rich, but we weren't poor. I had a new pair of Jordans every year. But we had a roof over our head. I looked nice. I dressed nice. You know, why did I do the things I did? And I figured out that I am an adrenaline junkie. I seriously, it just boiled down to, and here's where I found this out. My doctor asked me, because I work with an ongoing psychologist, and he actually co-wrote my book with me. And he said, he's the team doctor for the Oklahoma City Thunder, the NBA basketball team. So he helps, you know, coach and consult high-level athletes and some executives and stuff. So I'm kind of real low on his rung of the people he deals with, but nonetheless. So he asked me, why do I think I was rebellious? And I was like, man, I really wasn't rebellious, though. That was the thing. And so I really dug into that statement. And you know what I figured out, Yoey? That I feared my dad and my parents. I didn't want to disrespect or disappoint them. And so when I would do my mischief, I was so afraid to get caught that adrenaline rush from being afraid led me to do it. Wow. Which is so weird, right? So it's
ironic.
Yeah, it is. So lately I've been telling parents, like, hey, if you have a kid that seems to be like in mischief, you need to look and see, especially if you know you're a good parent. You know you're raising your kids right. They got no reason to make the dumb shit decisions they're doing. They're probably bored. Because I'm telling you right now, even as a 47-year-old man, I'm just old enough and wise enough to understand this. I need constant stimulation. If I don't constantly put challenge in my life, I'll get off the rails. I'll find something to mess up. Usually is what I do. If I don't have anything challenging in my life, I'll screw something up just so I have a challenge of fixing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it doesn't keep you busy.
Correct. And so now I pour, like you're doing, I listen to Christian music. I watch godly movies because I know if I don't, and right now, my biggest challenge, which is a challenge that will never run out, is how many people can I lead to Christ?
Mm-hmm.
That's like an endless supply of challenge, right?
Like, you're gonna make it to heaven because you're gonna listen to me.
That's right. Hey, so how about this? And you'll appreciate this. So, do you feel like right now, if you died today, you're saved, you'll go to heaven?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Me too. So now everything you get to do from here on out is not to earn your way into heaven. It's just to glorify him. And I'm going to give you something else fun to think about. Now start thinking about, I want to rack up how many people are going to greet me at the gate when I get there and tell me that they're there because of me.
Love
Right.
that.
Yeah. So, and not because of me, obviously we're not the savior, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you played the
And that's
part.
why I post the way I post,
Yeah.
because like with God, it doesn't always have to be like, oh, I'm perfect and I'm straight. Like, no, bro, you can be funny. He's funny too.
Yes.
He has a sense of humor. Sometimes he does things that I'm like, you're funny. You're funny. You know that?
Hey, listen, when I was in a full-blown Jesus crusade, right when I got saved and I was sober, I was seeing an addiction counselor. Me and my wife were both going. She was an addict. She was just going with me to help with our marriage as well. And I say that Jesus has a strong sense of humor, because who I needed at that moment, this guy was so hard on me and he held me accountable, called me out on my bullshit. But he was a foul-mouthed Jew from New York. That's who my therapist was. He was F-bombing in every meeting. And here I'm on a full Jesus crusade, right? And this guy making fun of me because I go to church and worship Jesus. And then he finally tells me, he goes, hey, I need to come clean with you. He said, I only tease you about Jesus because I'm Jewish. He goes, I want you to keep doing that, because the odds of the success of your recovery and everything else, because you have a spiritual grounding, is so much higher. So keep doing that. I'm only just teasing you. I commend you for what you're doing with your Christianity. He said, it's an awesome thing. Keep doing it. So it was funny, but yeah, he was, that's why I say God had a strong sense of humor. He gave me a foul-mouthed Jew from New York.
You.
Yeah, he did. Right.
Yeah.
So, well, okay. So, we're gonna have to come back on in a couple years, or maybe a year from now or something, once your name's in lights and you're a motivational speaker. And
it's so funny because like, I had weird ways of making money. Like, I would strip, but it's all like in the sinning world.
Yeah, right.
I'll send boob pictures to one, and he just likes my boobs. So I was like, hey, give me this much money. $75. I'll send you 4 boob pictures. I was like, hey, I don't even make $75, and I work sometimes, and I'm there showing it all. So yeah, what are boobs? In my mind, I was like, what are boobs? I don't care. He loves my boobs. I love it. Another one didn't even want to see me naked. He just wanted to see my feet.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. He's like, can you put pants on? I don't need to see your legs. I'm like, even better. There was one that he wanted me to degrade him and degrade his mom.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, what is your mom's name? He's like, Peggy. I'm like, are you setting me up right now, bro? This is too easy. But even then, I was like, ChatGPT, help me say some derogatory things to somebody because they're paying me, and they're like, we can't do this. They were like, no, this goes against our rules. I'm like,
ChatGPT even trying to kick you out.
I was like, can you pay me, bro? It literally, like, I am the sweetest person, so for me to actually like degrade you, I have to really have some hate in my heart for you, because I'm like, you're a loser.
Yeah, nerd.
No wonder your mom hates. I was like, I don't even know what to say. I was like, you can't pay me to like uplift you. I could do a good job at that. He's like, no. He's like, do you think horrible of me? Like, I hope you don't think bad about me. I'm like, dude, you don't know me. I don't think bad about you. I just think people got weird kinks. You know what I mean?
Just Venmo me, bro.
Yeah, I was like, just send the money. He's like, can you? I was like, send me 60 more and I'll degrade you and your mom together.
Oh my gosh.
So he never wanted to see anything, but he wanted to see me stuck on a dildo. I was like,
oh my gosh.
Okay, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Here you go. Give me my $60. Thank you. So I was like, yeah, this is easy money, you know. In my mind, I'm like, this is easier than going to the club.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can make $300 in a day without doing nothing.
Right.
Like, thank God. So he comes at me the other day. He's like, hey, can we do a video? And I'm like, dude, have you not been watching my page? Like, what? Well, and then he comes back. He's like, I just saw. I'm so sorry. He's like, I hope. He's like, can we make something else work? I'm like, okay, sure. What?
Yeah, I'll pray for you.
He's like, can you degrade me? And I was like, okay, sure. I thought about it because I'm like, I'm not, doing anything sinful. And then I thought about it, and then I was like, the
Yeah.
back of my mind, I was just like, this don't even feel right either, because Jesus would not be happy with me making money off of putting somebody down.
Right.
Although
Right.
they're paying me for this,
Yeah.
and they're asking me, it's still immoral.
Yeah.
Because if it's hard for me to actually put it down, that's how you know it's not a natural thing.
That's right.
And I was like, if God was here, he would be like,
Yeah.
no.
Right. Right.
So I texted him and I was like, hey, I actually can't do it. Like, it doesn't feel right. It feels like a sin.
Good for you.
He's like, okay, I understand. Can we at least be friends? I'm like, no, we're friends, dude. You're cool.
Yeah.
But don't ask me for stuff. Like, you can buy some socks if anything. But like, even things like that, like my consciousness kicks in. I'm like, I'm like, God would not be okay with this.
100%.
So I know that, like, there's no turning back for me. I've already done it.
Yeah.
I've been there,
done that.
experienced it.
Yeah.
I've tried leaving and I came back and I was like, this is definitely not for me.
Well, I will tell you this. I've been doing cars for 28 years, and I've seen and talked to a lot of people. If you ever want to sell cars, you would be great at it.
I worked in sales my whole life.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
I was like, I'm selling my body.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no kidding, right? It's just, listen, it's just making connections with people is all you're doing. Anything. So, yeah, just whatever there is to do in a negative life, there is to do in a positive life.
Yeah.
And that's how I always tell it. It's just a choice. It literally is just a choice. That's it, man. People that feel like they don't have a choice, that's the devil. That's the lie.
I was about to say, that is when you feel like that is your only choice, it's because it's the devil talking to you, making you feel like, at least for me, it was like, I'm like, who the fuck is going to hire me now?
Yeah.
The only thing I got is stripping and doing shit like this because they don't care. And that's literally the devil talking to me, telling me, you're not going to amount to anything.
Yep.
Nobody's going to take you seriously because of your tattoos. Like, look at you. You've already posted naked stuff on the internet. Like, your shit's out there. Never gonna, you already are like, yeah, you're right. Ain't nobody gonna take you seriously.
There's
it's
a girl.
crazy because I got a message today from, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I had a friend that she posted like a post on her Instagram. She's like, oh, my friend's looking for a job, yada, yada, yada. So she texted me, she's like, I have a friend of mine, a follower. She's like, she sent you $150 for groceries. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's great.
She's like, yeah, a stranger that doesn't even know you. And she sent you a message, and her first thing said, don't let your tattoos make you feel like you're not worthy or enough. God will place you where you are meant to be. Amen. Exactly the way you are. And I was like, oh my God, I needed that. Because a lot of times now I'm like, it's harder to get a job, But I'm like, I talk to them on the phone, I'm like, listen. Because they're like, what's your email? And I'm like, Yoey tatted. And they're like, okay, so I see you're tatted. I was like, I am. I said, but I promise you, when people meet me, they don't even see the tattoos because they're like, dude, your personality, like, you're so cool. And I'm like, they don't read. And it's not these, it's these. That it's more like, she got tattoos on her face.
Listen,
like, yeah, bro, but
I think
nice.
Personally, but I like tattoos though. I think a girl tatted up like you, like extensively tatted up like you, dressed nice and I think it's cool. I like it.
I love
personally.
it. Like, there's people that are so like, they see you and they're already like, this girl's a felon. Like, yeah. I've never even been arrested, bro. What's wrong with you?
I am definitely a felon.
And they see me and they're like, "Are you a gang member?" I'm like, "I don't even know gang signs. What's wrong with you? It's the only gang sign I know.
Yeah, right.
The heart."
Oh, that's so
I'm like,
good.
I've lived a dark path, but not to that extent where, thank the Lord I've never been in jail because maybe I wouldn't have survived.
Yeah, right. You were
Yeah.
listen, you were heading there.
Yeah,
You were
no,
heading there.
listen, it's crazy because like we were getting back into it, like the prostitution. I never physically sold my body. Obviously, I was naked, and
Yeah.
but to actually fuck for money, even while being a stripper, no, because I was like, I need to go home and sleep at
Yeah.
night,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, and already the club was desensitizing me so much with actually having a boyfriend because I'm like, I don't feel sexual, I don't want to be touched like that. I
Mm-hmm.
can't really give myself to you because I feel like an object,
Yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
even me, like I'll sexualize myself because that's what I know to do
Mm.
best.
Yeah.
So, towards the last week that I went to work, that day, that week, I mean, it was like everything was given to me. Like, oh, you want a room? I'm gonna give you a room. Go to your room. I wasn't having sex, but this guy wanted me to jerk him off. I was like, how do I do this without the cameras watching? And I was like, yeah, I need these $500. I need these $500. So then it became a thing. Like he wanted to see me often at the club. And I was like, this is easy money. I'm not having to have sex with him. What is a jerk? I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's fast. Get it out of the way. But then I met clients that were like, do you do stuff outside? And I'm like, I don't, but for the right price, I will.
Yeah.
And they were like, how much? I was like, 2,000. And he was like, that's fine. And I was like, yeah, I found the one.
Yeah, right.
In my mind, I'm like, yes, if I'm going to do it, it has to be worth it.
Yeah.
And it's even saying this, it's disgusting because I'm like, do you really think you're only worth $2,000?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God, for me to say, if I'm gonna do it, it has to be worth it. Bitch, it better be $5,000 million.
Yeah,
Like, what's
right, right.
wrong with you?
Here, how
Two
about
thousand
this one?
dollars is
How about
nothing.
this one I heard the other day? I'm going to give you $10 million. Okay. But you can't wake up tomorrow. Do you want it?
No.
So your life is worth more than $10 million.
Yeah.
Live tomorrow like it is. Because you just
Yeah.
told me it was, right? And I
Yeah.
was like, I heard that. I'm like, gosh, and I'm just like, what, 100 million,
Makes you think.
a billion. There literally is not a dollar amount that I would take to not wait to live one more
To
day
not
and
live.
to
Yeah.
not live. And so, wow, if you look through those lenses, man, how precious is life, right?
Yeah.
My goodness.
And it's crazy because God put me out of that place before I got to that,
Yeah. Oh
because I
yeah.
was willing to do it. I was already physically like, yeah. It's so crazy. Like once I got that one room, mind you, I've been at this club for almost 3 years and I never had one room.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
ask for rap dances. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was a cool dancer. I just sit back and be like, if they want me, they gonna come get me. I'm not here to pressure nobody on trying to get nothing from me and then they're rejecting me because I hate rejection. Especially if I'm at the club and I know I look good and you're like a humpy dumpy and you're looking at me like, no, you're not my type. I'm like, oh, what is your type? Ugly?
Yeah.
I'm like, you rejected me? I'm the baddest bitch in here.
Yeah,
What's wrong with
like,
you?
bro, you're in a strip club. You can't reject me.
But they do, and that hits your ego.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I'm prettier than you, but you have it's a power trip because it's the money.
Yeah.
And now you're feeling like all insecure at the club, and now you're dancing naked, and you don't want to dance in front of that person because you already know they're looking at you like. So I'm like, whatever. I'm not gonna dance
Yeah.
over here. I'm gonna dance over here. It's just such a it's a warfare in there. It's like,
Yeah.
and then once I got that room, I was like, yeah, I got a winner. I have a client now. And in my mind was already like, yeah, strategically, like, yeah, I'm about to do this. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
who else wants some? I'm a
Mhm.
pro now.
Yeah.
And God was like, no, the fuck you're not. I'm pulling you out before you
Yeah.
do something that you gonna regret.
Yeah, girl, you done lost your shit.
I was like, And if I sit there and think about it, I'm like, wow, I was this close to really like crossing the line that I didn't want to cross.
Let me ask you
And
something.
that
Do you
client
have,
hit me up after. He was
he,
like, hey,
he
can we
did?
meet up?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't work at the club no more. He's like, okay, can we meet in person? I'm like, I'm not doing that lifestyle anymore. I give my life to Christ. And he's like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm proud of you. I
Uh,
won't hit you up. I was like,
Hey, you know
God, why are
what?
you talking to
That's
me like that?
listen. That's a that could be an avenue of yours. You know what I mean? Like, have you thought about that? Like going not maybe like back to the clubbing, but
Oh,
reaching
I
out.
would sit there and I would talk about God to the strippers. This was already on my last day because I was watching The Chosen.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, oh my God, I want to know more. So then I would just sit there with another stripper by the bar and I'll be like, you know, God loves all of us and this is not what we should be doing. I'm preaching to this lady and she's like, you know, you're here with me too, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you just came off stage.
Literally. I'm like, God, I'm trying to get dressed.
Yeah.
But Jesus loves me, okay? He got our back here. I would be like, yeah, I'm the chosen one. I'm highly favored. Are you bogus? You're delusional. That's what you are. But I would sit there and I'll listen to like, I like listening to people's stories because, especially in that dance world, a lot of people think that we love doing that we
Yeah.
do it because we just want money, because we just want to buy fancy things, because we love dancing and we love getting, no, a lot of those girls are there for survival. And a lot of those girls, some of those girls, there's most of them are Cubans, so they have their family in Cuba, and they're here supporting their family in Cuba. A lot of those girls have their kids in Cuba. You know how hard that is? Like, I'm like, if I don't see my child for a week, I'm like, oh, I'm a bad
Yeah.
mama. And you don't ever see them. And I can only imagine how hard that is on you.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I tell them, I'm like, I respect you a lot because nobody would understand. I always said I want to have a podcast with dancers so they can say their story to the world so people can stop the stigma of y'all whores.
Yeah.
No, we're your sister, we're your mom, we are women that are trying to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, it's a dirty one, but it's a job. It's a job. That's the thing that a lot of men over there think, that they're like, oh, she likes me. I'm like, dude, this is a job.
Right.
We
Yeah.
don't come over here to have a boyfriend, to
Right.
meet you. We don't want your man, girl. Like,
Yeah.
we just want our bills paid. Do you want to pay me? I like you.
You're cool
I
too.
don't care about who, gender. I just need the money. Like, like, I feel like awareness needs to be spread a lot there because people need to be very grateful for women that do
Mm,
that, because it's not easy.
right.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of balls to get up there and show your vagina.
Yeah, and and I think probably the other piece of that too, just thinking, in those terms, if they weren't so outcasted and maybe there was some more grace, maybe they would get out of that life if they
Yeah.
if they felt some value, right? And instead, they're you already don't feel like I'm just in it for the money. I'm selling, I'm worth $100 lap dance or whatever, right? You kind of start losing your value, and if people like, hey, I get it, I understand what you're doing, you do have value, you have more value than this, let's figure something else
Yep.
out. So yeah, that's huge.
I
Well,
would have men look at me there and they'll be like, why are you here?
mm-hmm.
You're too pretty to be here. And I know that's a line that they say. They be like, let me save you. And I'm like, I don't need saving any money. But they see, like, some people can really tell who you are. They'll be like, you don't look like you belong here.
Yeah,
They'll have conversations with me, and I'm like this at the club, talking like real shit.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, and they're like, you wouldn't ever think none of that by looking at you. You look crazy, but you're so nice and you're interesting. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm not a stripper.
Yeah.
You guys label me a stripper.
Right, right.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
love that. Well, I would love to see you Yeah, I love to see you do some big stuff with this. I think you are. I think you're definitely anointed. You definitely are chosen. There's no doubt about that. You're unique in a lot of ways, and I know that God's going to use that for very very special things for sure. Keep seeking it, and keep looking, and He'll reveal Himself to you. And and listen, a lot of what we do in this space, in this world, we want to, I want to help people. Like you said, you want to help people, right? That's because you want to help people. You want to feel good about yourself. And so sometimes when you set your heart out to do that and it doesn't happen, and you're not able to make a connection, or somebody doesn't see that you're trying, whatever, it can be easy to be dejected in that moment. But you got to remember that God will use you, and He will allow you to help people where He wants you to be, right?
Yeah.
And some of it's going to be your own desires to help people, right? And it's not what God's plan is. And so don't get discouraged in those moments if connections don't happen, or somebody you're helping falls off, or whatever. Like, just try to remember that a lot of what we do is also our own desires, right? Like, we want it for ourselves because we want to feel good about ourselves, and that's okay. It's hard to make those inferences because it's coming from a good place. You're like, but God, I'm doing this, like, I'm being good, and you're not letting it happen, or you're shutting that door on me. Like, why? And you have to remember, and it's easy to get dejected and like, man, I'm not going to do this no more. This sucks. Every time I try and help somebody, they turn out to be an asshole, or or whatever, right? And it's easy to get discouraged, but you got to remember that you are wanting that for yourself. Maybe God didn't want that for you at that moment, right? And so He'll make those connections. He will. He'll make them at appropriate times and where they're supposed to be and where they're not. And just keep praying for that. I am so, and you probably are too, stubborn and hard-headed. If you make your mind up about something, you're going to go after it, right? And you have to listen to God if He's shutting doors on you. And I tell Him, because I am hard-headed, and I'm at a point in my life, Yoey, where I think that the devil sometimes will put things in my life that I want that aren't necessarily good for me, even though they're coming from a good place. It's not good for me, and so I have to tell God, you have to stop it. You can't. You got to seal it up, lock it down. Because I know the devil's going to resist me if I'm on the right track of something good, right? If I'm on a breakthrough or something, he's going to resist me. So I don't know if God's stopping me or if the devil's stopping me. I don't know. God, do you not want this for me, or does the devil not want this for me? And I'm like, oh, the devil's just trying to stop me because if I pull this off, then it's going to be great. No, God's like, no, dude, if you pull this off, you're going to be busy and you're going to, whatever.
Yeah,
God's
bigger
trying.
things come from it.
Yeah, right. And so it's really hard to discern because I have such a great heart, a great motivation, great mind. Everything I want to do is with the best of intentions. I don't know why it's not happening sometimes, or I don't know why I get side railed or whatever, right? So I have to constantly stay in prayer, like, God, if this is of you, you have to show me yourself. You have to, because I'm hard headed, especially if I get my mind made up that I want to do something. Like, I'm doing it. Like, devil's trying to stop me. God's like, no, bro, it's me. It's me.
Shut up, devil.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah, right.
Open the door.
So yeah, I want to encourage you in that too, as you get out there and do all the stuff that you're wanting to do. And girl, go do it. Go do it. Don't, just make the right decisions. Just continue making the right decisions. That pit in your stomach, that's that Holy Spirit convicting you, right? And
we know when it's right or what's
you
wrong.
Absolutely do. You
do.
Absolutely do. Just like I was talking to that guy earlier that doesn't believe in God or doesn't believe in Christianity. He does. He just doesn't want to admit it because he's got that morality. You got that
That's the thing. I feel like he's already made up or said this image that he doesn't, that if he were to now admit that he does, it's going to go against.
It's an ego thing at this point.
Yeah.
It's an ego thing. Yeah. So be humble, set yourself apart, right? That's what we're called. We're called to be set apart. That's what it is. Right. So
it's crazy. Cause now I'm celibate, like I really just, which is something so crazy because for me, it was a big thing. Like if you didn't want me, then I was like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Because your mind starts tricking you. And now I'm like, no, access to me is a privilege. And if you have not really passed all the trials and tribulations, you can't come in. You can't come here.
Absolutely.
You can't come here with your bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
I see it, and then God is gonna tell me.
Yeah. Your bullshit meter is even on
Yeah.
high alert
Oh my
now.
God. I look at you and I'm like,
Get
don't even.
behind me, Satan.
Literally, like my look is gonna tell you not to even try.
Right.
Like,
Nah, bro.
God bless
Yeah.
you. God bless you.
Yeah, you're so cute.
Hit it with a smile.
Yeah.
God bless you, though. Yeah. Now, when somebody says something, because sometimes you always gonna have negative comments on your page. Someone was like, "This is not the original audio." I was like, "No shit. This is a real audio. I'm not. My name is Yoey.
Yeah.
Got it, not Jackie. But I lip sync is so good that people think I'm Jackie."
I know that was funny.
I was just
It's
like,
funny. I did it first, and then when I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, that wasn't even her," and I went back and looked. I said, "It made it even funnier because you did it perfect."
yeah, because I love doing those things. And I'm like, okay, where nobody's caring about if it's my voice or not. It's the message.
All
Like
right.
you could just tell. And I say, God bless you. God loves you.
Yeah.
God loves you.
I'll pray for
You just
you.
say that. In Texas, they'll be like, oh, bless your heart.
Yeah. Oh,
That
bless
means
your
go
heart.
fuck yourself, basically. I'm like, bless your heart, honey.
Hey, so tell me before we get off here, tell me about your kids. You have two kids, boy and a girl, or two
Yeah,
girls, or what do you got?
boy and a girl.
What's their ages?
7. He just turned 7,
Mm-hmm.
and he's about to turn 15.
All right, I love it. I love
It's
it.
the greatest. It's the greatest.
It's good.
It's great because they go to church with me,
Ah,
and
there you go. Good for you.
I want to bring them in. They see me. They see my things. Like my daughter didn't know I was stripping or none of that.
Right.
But I
She
did tell
will.
my son in
You'll get.
November,
Yeah.
because I want him to understand that the times where I am away is not because I'm choosing to party or to be with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I have to stay at my friend's house because it's close to the
Closer.
job.
Yeah.
And I was like, Papi, I love you. I don't want to be away from you, but this is literally what I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally took them to sleep with me in my friend's house, and they were sleeping while I was going to work.
Yeah.
And he'll see me. I'll come home at 6 a.m. and he'll be like, he'll wake up and he's like, "Hi, mom." I'm like, "Hey, Papi." So he saw it because I needed him to see,
Yeah. Yeah.
in a way, like what happens when he's not there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I leave at 4:30 p.m. to go to work, and I don't come home till 6 a.m.
Mm.
And don't think I'm coming home with bands. I
Yeah.
might come home with $200.
Yeah.
And he sees it, and I'm like, I just need you to understand and really understand your mom. Like I don't want to live a double life.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
Where you
Well,
think it's me not wanting to be with you.
what you've done now and where you're at now, they'll have a profound appreciation, like even more so, even more so. They're going to know what you came through. And once they start experiencing life on their own and understanding how difficult life is and what it means, they're going to really, really love what you've tried to do for them, and whether you were doing the wrong or right things, but what you were trying to do. Right. And that's what
Which was ultimately really to sustain myself for them.
Yeah. And now, now you're leading them down that path, and that's great. Our goal as parents is to give our kids better than what we had, right?
Yeah.
And so you're
and I tell him, you guys need to know and have a relationship with God, because it's the only place that you're gonna go to heaven with me.
Yeah, that's right. That's great. I seen something like that recently. I think I even did a video on that.
Your job as a parent is to make sure that your kids get to heaven.
Yeah, absolutely. That's I saw that video, and then I remade it, and it just in the caption says, why do you, mom and dad, why do you guys want us to go to church, or why do you want us to know Jesus, or I can't remember exactly what it was, or why do you want us to get to heaven so bad? Because it's the only place that I get to go with you after this, or something like that. And that's crazy. Because you're the only thing I get to take with me.
Yeah.
All this cars and house and everything else, none of it goes.
My son has been with his dad, and I texted him and I said, Papi, like, I know you're not coming to church with me because, right now he's 15. So he's like, Mom, I want to be with my friends. And I'm like, I get it. Because I don't want to force him either. I want him to want it naturally.
Yeah.
But I always tell him, I'm like, this is a prayer for you for nighttime. I love you. Just talk to him. Don't forget about him, please, because he loved you. And he's always there for you. And I love you. And just don't steer away from him. I know you're having fun and you're doing your thing, but just always remember God. And he just got a girlfriend. So I was like, You can tell her to come to church with us.
That's
And he's
right.
like, I will, and I just want to be a positive thing for him so he can grow up to have those values,
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, they're teenagers and they could be, it's the worst now too.
Oh
When
my
they're
God.
just like, oh, I don't know about anything, they don't believe in themselves. Society influences them. So it's like, I want him to know himself, to know his worth, to know that he is loved. When the world doesn't love you, you don't need the world to love you because God loves you,
Yeah, absolutely. Amen.
you know?
100%. Yep.
So I'm trying.
You're doing it, girlfriend. You're doing it. Keep at it. Keep at it for sure. So last thing I want to ask you, and then I'll let you get off here. I appreciate you coming on here last minute like this, and
I
I know it's
appreciate it.
late. So this video is going to go out on the internet, and it's going to maybe play for. It's going to play till Jesus comes. we don't know when. We don't know when he's coming, right? So it's going to be out there. So if some girl that's dancing in 100 years from now, she's in a strip club working, and she happens to stumble upon this video and sees you, or anybody else for that matter. What kind of legacy statement? What do you want to tell the people in 100 years from now that may watch this and may listen to you? What kind of message do you want to leave?
That it doesn't matter what you've done, what you've been through, how much sinning, how much darkness, where you've lived in your life. If you choose the light and you choose to have faith in God, He will save you from all of that. And He will forgive everything you've ever done, and He will not ever hold any grudge against you. He's just wanting you to choose yourself and please Him.
Amen. Amen. You can mic
It's
drop
like
at
when
that
I
one.
sit there and I think about it, I I cry because I'm like, I'm just not deserving. Knowing me and what I've done, I do not deserve this amount of mercy because I've never had mercy on somebody like this. I'm like, hell no, you're dead to me. But now I'm like, I forgive you. And I look at people with different eyes because God is seeing me with the eyes of a saint.
Mm-hmm.
When I've been the biggest sinner,
Mm-hmm.
when I've robbed, when I've lied, when I've done the worst, and I never thought that I was gonna be deserving of stuff like this. And I have strangers blessing me. And I know that's God working through them.
Amen.
So it's powerful.
It is. It is powerful.
That's
Well,
why when some people say that they're Christian and they just don't, like, you claim to be Christian, but you don't claim to have that much faith, you know? It's like, what hasn't He done for you? Because once He does show up, like, you can't deny it.
you can't. I know it.
It's like, look at what He's done for me. And I know He hasn't put me in a rich house, but He's kept me alive. He's kept me healthy. He keeps me blessed. And when I think I have nothing else going for me, people just start showing up. And I'm like yesterday, I had 5 people reach out to me. They're like, hey, girl, I have this job offering for you. My friend has a job here. I have this guy that's looking for, and I was just like, God, it's so beautiful to see, like, how cared for I am and loved I am. Because even when I'm not there, people are thinking about wanting to help me, and
Yeah.
I know that's God,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
No
it's
doubt.
beautiful. I'm like, wow, it makes me cry because I'm like, I never thought that anyone cared about me,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah. Well, I can tell you, when you do finally meet someone, a man that you're going to hook up with, and that, you say you want to help people, that's one of your ultimate assignments is to help a man, because that's the most coveted relationship in the Bible is a marriage, right? And so once you find that, because that's, woman was created to be a helper to Adam, right? Eve was created to be the helper. And gosh, all that I do in life, and as successful as I am and everything, all the powerful, strong man that I am, it's because of that woman that I have standing behind me. Yeah. And there is no doubt about that.
Behind every great man, there's a woman that helped him.
That's what I always say. Behind every good man's a great woman.
Yep. And it's crazy that I will say I'm gonna be celibate until I get married.
Do
Because
it.
I'm just like I've had all the sex in the world. I don't care about that anymore. That's not what I want to connect with anymore.
Well, it's special.
I
My
want
wife
I want
waited.
it to be God between us.
My wife waited, and then we were serious in our relationship, and we were, she was confident that she wanted to marry me, and So I took her virginity. We had sex a few times, and then she just felt so terrible about it. She's like, I waited my whole life for this, and I want to wait. I want to wait till we're married. And so we stopped. We stopped, and I waited for her until she was married, and until we were married. And so it was here. I waited. She waited for me, and I stayed with her, and it was whatever. I was a dirtbag, but
still, now you can see like what a dime, what a treasure that is.
It is
to have somebody that wanted to be with you and only you, and honor that.
Yeah.
Give you herself, or
Yeah, and
that's precious.
That whole born again. Let me just pour this into you. That whole born again and the new life and all that. It is, girl. So I know it's so silly, and you're going to get criticized for it and all that, but you're a born again virgin. I mean, you are, right? So if you stay, now that you've been baptized and you've washed the sins away, you are new in Christ, right? And so I get to also live in that same glory with God. Me too. My wife now in this new life is the only woman I've ever been with. And so, you can do that, and that's where, so you have now been baptized, you've been cleansed of that. So you are fresh, you are new. So you do get to be that girl, right? And so that's awesome. Yep. So do it. Do it. Don't give it up. Don't give it up this time.
No.
Don't give that up.
At the beginning, I would lust. I would just be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, please take this temptation away from me. I don't want it. Take it and throw it out the window. Like, I don't want to lust. I don't want people to lust over me. I know, like, but that's at first, my mind was so like, oh my God, this is so fine. I'm gonna hit up this person just to see where this goes. And I'm like, stop, because my head is not in the right place. Like, I'm like, I don't want to feel like that. I really want him to just, and he did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good.
Because I could just look at somebody right now and I'm like, do you know God?
Yeah. You got a job for me?
For real. I'm like, or when people are like, what can I do to help you? And I'm like, if you really knew, but I don't want to say that because I'm too humble. I would never dare ask somebody for money. Mm-hmm. I would rather go shake my ass.
Yeah.
But not now anymore. But,
No, I get it.
So yeah. I'm learning how to let go of my pride. And when help is asked, accept it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here, listen. Somebody told me this a long time ago. When you tell somebody no, if they try to give you something and you're like, nah, I'm good, no, because of ego, I can't take that from you, whatever. You're actually robbing them of their blessing. Yeah, because it is more blessed to give than it is to receive. And so if somebody wants to give to you and you say no, it's your pride and your ego blocking their blessing. Because God might be tempting or testing them in an area of generosity and wanting them to be, I may not have money to give right now, but God's put it on my heart to give, and it's making, and you're saying no, you're blocking what God's trying to do in me.
Yeah.
Right. And so that I learned that a long time ago, and you just be grateful and if that's the case, pay it forward, right? Help somebody else out. And so, but. Well, girl, I am so glad we got to have this conversation. You're a great time. We could talk all night.
Likewise. Yeah.
So let's stay in touch, and I definitely want to be. I want to know what's going on in your life. I want to know how your walk's going, and some days are going to be tough and hard. And if you just need, hey, bro, pray for me. Shoot me a text, whatever. I'm definitely here for you, and I will be praying for you. I'll be praying for you. For
Thank
sure.
you so much.
No doubt. All right.
Send me the memoir thing. I'm so serious.
I'm going to start sending you a bunch of stuff. You're going to be like, all right, bro, stop sending me stuff. I'm caught up for a while.
No, it's good. Send me stuff that like that. Like, I have people in my DM sending me like verses. I'm like, man, do you see me what I'm doing right now?
Yeah.
I am a verse.
I love it. All right, cool. I'm going to hit my.
Thank you so much, Tony.
Yeah, you bet. Stay on here for a second. I'm going to hit this ejection, then I'll stop the recording. Let's chat for 1 second. All right. Here you go.
You gotta be like.
There's another successful episode of the Stronger Leader podcast with my friend Yoey. Thank you so much, girl, for coming on. Bless you, bless you. Listen, if you guys like this, hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell so you get all the notifications when the new stuff drops. And as always, be good, be blessed, and be stronger. Peace.